Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is me, Reverend Jerry Hobby, today, along with Spirit Hobby. And we are here to celebrate with you. And of course, this is December, and our prayers are focused on celebrating miracles. And the thing that I love most about this time of the year is we get to really focus on things that are very important and relevant to our daily living. Today, we're focusing on peace. That's our theme for the week. And of course, in that theme, we get to remember different things. So, one of the things that I'm so happy that Spirit is here with me and helping me with is she reminds me that it is important for us to stay in the moment. Isn't that right, Spirit? And so that whole process of staying in the moment requires that we take our time and we focus on peace. So, one of the things that I used to love to do with my nephew years ago, he came to live with me. And when he came to live with me, he was a young teenager and he had gone through quite a bit in his life. And one of the things that happened for him was that it was not unusual for him to be suspended quite a bit. And part of that had to do with him learning to be in command and control of himself. So one of the things we would do every morning before he would go off to school was we would get up in the morning as a family and we would pray together. And I am an advocate of the theme, a family that prays together stays together. And so we would pray. And one of the things that I would give him was this wonderful affirmation. And I want to share this affirmation with you, especially during this time of the year. And that is, I will maintain my peace. I will maintain my peace. That was what he walked out of the house with. After he had been prayed, we blessed his day. We blessed our day. And it eventually got to the point where it wasn't us praying over him. He was doing his own prayer. And we would always remind him about that. To this very day, when we're having conversations, and sometimes when he's struggling, we go back to that, maintaining our peace, him maintaining his peace. Now, this young man is now 30 years old, and we're still doing that. There's power in these words. So, this is what I'd like to share with you today. And this comes from the Unity Advent book. It is entitled Hope. And this comes from Reverend Michael Jameson. He says, the peace that surpasseth all understanding, as mentioned in Philippians 4:7, can be found at the very core of your being. Retreat to that core and bask in that peace as needed. Realize that nothing can disturb the calm peace of the soul you are. He goes on to say, in addition to the peace that surpasses all understanding, you also have within you the enlightenment of spirit. Invite the light of spirit to fill you so full that there is no room for the darkness of anxiety. Pushed aside in that way, anxiety lifts and drifts away, such as if a weight has dropped from your shoulders. This makes you lighter than what surrounds you, and you rise above all. From that higher perspective, you see the big picture. The big picture reveals to you that life is good and meant for your enjoyment, not for your aggravation. If others aggravate you, understand that the behavior of others cannot take away your peace. Peacefully bless others for being the best that they can be in the moment. That's the reason Spirit was with me because she's a very good teacher of being in the moment. And perhaps the next moment they can be better. But in the present moment, it is all they can do. So be, they can be who they are. Nevertheless, always remember who you are. You are God's beloved. A loving relationship you have with Spirit is a partnership, a team that is invisible and impervious to the erosions of peace. And with that in mind, I'm going to invite you to turn in with me right now. And as we turn within, we're turning within and focusing on that one light, that one power, that one spirit, which is everywhere, in everything, forever revealing itself and expressing itself. It is this light of divine love. It is the light of peace, that divine essence that surpasses all things. It moves beyond appearances, and it remembers the truth that we are so much more than we appear to be, that we are these divine expressions of light. We are these beings having this human experience. So in this very moment, right here, right now, at the center and the core of my being, I remember my truth. The truth is I am a divine expression of God, a centered being in that light of truth. And as I know this truth about every single person that is hearing this prayer, every single person that is engaged in this prayer. And what I know is this peace is the peace that passeth all understanding, and it is that peace of perfect love and perfect joy and perfect harmony. And that it is this peace right now that soothes the soul and fulfills itself in a perfect way, where divine love expresses itself as that truth of being. And what I know is this peace has that peace that has moved into all the places of our experience. In those places that appear to be dark, I know there is that wonderful presence which is light. And that light gives comfort. And in that light, I know that the joy of being, the divine movement of spirit, fulfills itself and lifts itself. So in this very moment, right here, right now, I know that there is the warming of the soul, the warming of spirit. And in the warming of the spirit, what I know is that source of unlimited love, the unlimited peace and unlimited harmony fulfills itself at a cellular level. That there is a healing presence radiating within the body temple, blessing the body temple in ways that we know not of. But what I know is this wonderful energy and this vibration of love is expansive. And as I know it to be the truth about the physical body, I know it to be the truth about the mental body, the spiritual body, that the essence of spirit is that divine light ever expanding. And that same truth is fully present in the body of our affairs. I know that there is divine prosperity, that God is the ways and means, and the ways and means fulfills itself, bringing forth peace, bringing forth harmony, knowing that there is more than enough and there is the balance of life. And so in this very moment, right here, right now, I know that this loving presence has entered into the finances of our being, that it is the wonderful blessing within our household, that it is the richness within every single relationship, and that divine love is that healing power ever expanding. In this very moment, right here, right now, I know that the allness of God, the beauty of God, the essence of life is that divine presence that brings about peace of mind, peace and harmony. It brings about balance, and it supports the upliftment of joy. It supports the blessing of life expressing within and through and around each and every one of us. So I know that our lives are good, that the blessings of spirit simply overflow and continues to express its truth of being. And it is in this space here of love and joy that I give thanks for the blessing of the divine expressing itself. And I'm releasing these words right now into the sacred yes, knowing that good continues to express itself and fulfill itself in a dynamic way. And it is from this place here that I release these words into the action of the law, knowing it as perfect and good. And if you're in agreement with me, I'm inviting you to affirm with me these sacred words. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Ashe. I know these words have power, and so it is. Aho. And so, breathing in this moment, I'm just opening my eyes. If you've had your eyes open, just gently open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, I want you to look all around you. Look at the beauty and the light around you. And remember that this is the essence of this season here. Even when it appears to be dark, there is always light. And that light fulfills itself as pure joy, pure wisdom. It is the sacred movement of the divine. I hope you are enjoying the prayers that we're sending out. And I'm inviting you to share this app with your friends and your family. Just invite them to go to the prayer store, to the app store, and download the Prayerful Heart app. And they will receive daily prayers just as you are receiving daily prayers. And if you're liking what we're doing, please, we invite you to send a text donation in to us. It is greatly appreciated. It helps us to sustain this wonderful service and way of being to you. I'm looking forward to being with you tomorrow. So have a blessed and a wonderful evening. Namaste.